Alright, we're just waiting on my opponent. And then it's game time. So, if any of you guys recall, we had a Week 17 rematch. Week 17 rematch, and he played with all his backup. So this is a true rematch. So I'm just trying to, you know, get my revenge. I don't want, no. Okay, so you can see what I'm rocking. Well, I just want to make sure he knows. Okay, because I asked if he was in a dark jersey. Alright, here we go. Let's post this up in the lead chat.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC
oh, yes,
battle
and
on
I'm taking off.
tap
Let's
between
go.
the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go. All right, folks. I know this is what you guys wanted, so we're giving you what the people wanted. Let's do that.
Let's go. 30
Let's
base.
go.
55. Hey, eat.
We're about to eat right now.
Hey, lock it.
They go play action here on first down.
There we go. Who did I say was about to eat? Morrow about to eat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I need to be careful.
Ready,
Well, they're in some
I
hot
saw.
water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Go. We got 4. Hey, Charlie. Hey, check. Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay.
Good juke move.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Okay.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Mike's 50. Yes. Hey, high 7.
Let's go.
Rock it.
Yeah. I'm ready for you, Hopkins. I see.
On first down, right back to Lindsay.
The white bell.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Let's go.
Mike's 50. Don't let him breathe.
Let's go. Nelson's got to eat.
Yo,
Nelson's got to eat.
Don't let him breathe.
Oh, fuck you, I go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I
wasn't ready either. Let's go.
Down. 18 Gator.
There we go.
Tight end right. Even.
R1. Keep an eye on R1.
Hey, orbit. 24 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 24 is the mic.
From just shy of midfield. Block.
What I took. Oh,
and this
that
is
should have
going to
been
wind up
mine.
incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
All right. Cover 2, man.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Look at me. Zipper.
Oh, Morrow's not letting this one go. Fuck you, Brian.
Hey, alert 3. Look. Squeeze.
Let's go.
Check. Fresno.
You can run on me?
Switch.
Fresno.
Hey, Foxtrot.
That's a terrible city.
Mike 50.
It's alright. We ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock.
He's wide open.
He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey.
We knew where it was going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back
itching
inside
up on the
later.
red zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's our bread and butter right there. Let's go. Oh, is he taking from the old Torres handbook right there, doing all those?
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
Let's go.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm going to do this real quick.
Hey. Now.
Yeah. It's alright. Keep it up. Yeah, come down here.
Exit.
Yeah, don't worry.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
I say
That's
straight outside.
good for first down.
And
There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
You know what? It's time to eat.
Ready. 15.
Let's get tomorrow some
Look at me.
food on there.
Go.
I got D-Hop one-on-one.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
There we go.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's been a long game for you. Yes. Man, move it. You gotta get
He
that.
brings. No, we'll man him up. We'll man him up like this.
55 is my guy. 55. Smooth. All day, every day, any day.
right.
On second down, here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Leo. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Throwing his Lock on third down. No. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Right.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Oh, Richard, let's go.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past
the 20
to the 22-yard line.
All right. Let's see if he's ready. Let's see if he's ready. Let's see how awake he is. He just got off work. Let's see if he knows.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Oh, I think he's ready. I think he's ready.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually
what? I
playing
should
in the
have
offense's
high-pointed that ball.
backfield, not necessarily just playing with the line of scrimmage.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them
Jesus, there was nobody outside.
But that's where he, the big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
694.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr.
Boom.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I think I can get a touchdown.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Now Carr.
Oh, I rolled out too far.
A sack back at the 32. Avery Williamson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
My 40. Bravo.
To throw is Carr.
Oh, pick.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
All right, that's 1 interception for Carr.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Okay. Let's go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Fair. Switch up. Go. Five.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Try to lay one up deep.
No,
He's
what?
got it. Hit the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards.
All right.
And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
That one left me with my mouth open.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-zip.
Damn, that was gross.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's get
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Anywhere right now.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Carr looking downfield for Jones.
Don't hit that.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe looking at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
All right. Thanks, babe. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
For more.
But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Is her thing at 8? Can you take her? Take my car.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Yeah?
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down. Look at me, zipper. Wide, get wide.
Lock to throw on 2nd down.
Dude.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
All right.
Down, 50, plant.
First and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Oh, so you guys need to go right now. Go get Justin.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey.
Let's go. Way to cut him in.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner.
Right,
but I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to.
I'm taking
but
this
I think
ball
we'll see
away.
more of as
I've
this game
decided
goes
it.
along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And he's
We'll
going to
eat it.
go down.
Let's eat it.
They sack
go,
him back at the 42. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Hey, lock it. Hey. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Hey, Echo.
Let's go.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I don't like any of those plays. This thing's ugly. Let's try it.
Carr now to throw.
Ah!
Escaping the pressure right.
It's okay.
And that will be incomplete.
It's okay.
Trying to
didn't like
dial
that
up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Right,
Only way to play good defense.
I hope my white boy's open. Nope.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll find his running back. It's
of course
Jalen
he's going to
Richard.
fumble, right? Of course he's going to fumble.
It's picked up
By
the
Norman.
Broncos. So they will
Norman
set up shop.
Cobb.
Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Got it. Set. 70. Indy. Rock it. Hit it.
On first down.
Let's go.
It's
Eat him up.
Lindsey.
Eat
And
him
a
up.
nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Hey, wahoo! Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
All right.
Squeeze.
We're in danger. We had an opportunity to take over.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. On the move to his left.
Oh, come.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey,
On third down, block. And they work this
caught
near
that?
the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos
really
push
screwed up.
further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0.
No, that wasn't me. That was
after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Yeah,
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carr now on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
He's threatening him.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go white boy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch one's going to be open.
Shotgun now for Carr.
No.
And incomplete.
Wow.
Crisis averted. Almost picked.
Wow.
Instead, 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
When you pass the little yellow line.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's do that. Oh.
Again, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get him down at about the 37. Well short of the 1st. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Miles an hour against
stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
4th
down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 54 yards away.
Uh-oh. I got like right at full power. It might be short.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is why they risk you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
He's got 28 seconds. He's gonna
block now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7. 5.
On play action, Lock. And the catch made by Hopkins.
Where's
the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Look at me. Zipper. 50, march 50, march 50. Bandit. Bandit. Go, go. Hey, check. Mike 50. Go.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Because he starts at 8:45.
That's right.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together,
catch it?
get some
Oh, thank God.
consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So
unknown
territory. And they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jacobs on
what?
1st and 10.
Can you hold the block?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
54. Heavy.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Oh, he'll return.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Let's do this.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr going to throw.
What?
And this one's incomplete.
How did...
Isaiah Crowell, the intended
look, he's
target,
wide open, and I'm
down.
hitting my running back.
Touch and
Not
time are
my...
critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
That was
Now
nonsense.
Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, a screen complete to Crowell. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Not yet, baby.
In
Not
order for a
yet.
screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Exactly.
This offense
It's a
in
laughable
desperate need of a
offense.
conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Express. 637.
Okay, let's go. This is, let's see, Waller or Jones.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive,
Okay, now
knowing each other's
on my side,
moves
so I should be able to
all
put this
game
on
long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's
No,
not
Carlson,
the
this
only
is why you
reason
got
they have
cut
a
by the
0. The
Vikings.
offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Vikes. Like Vikings.
Orbit.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey.
Dude,
solid run on first
Carl
down,
Joseph
gain of
hits harder
7,
than
leaves him with a
Norman.
2nd and 3.
Come on.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There we go. Let's do this.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yep. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
All right, D-Hop, let's go.
I'm going to come back to you.
Whoa.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsey.
And the guy just
And he'll get this one
happens to
down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
24 is the mic. I'm on. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Hey, box truck.
Do you?
Who that?
That's right.
On 1st down, Locke. It's caught by Aguilar. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Look at me. Door. Big grip.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Yes.
No, I don't know about that one.
Hey, Alpha. Check 55, Mike. Man, that's trash.
He's leaving somebody open.
Get it.
Now Locke. He's got it.
No.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I don't know how he came back without that. It's cool. I like this.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Come this way. Come this way.
Fair.
On the toss play, Howard.
Oh, of course, I get caught
And
up.
he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck.
Right,
I don't think it's happening this weekend.
We have
definitely
to
not this
right
weekend.
now.
And for anyone else out there,
Pull
bring
it
your
on.
game.
Buyer beware. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
So we need to score,
This fielded at the 2.
hold him, score, take the ball away, score.
And
Oh, I
he'll
thought he
take
fumbled
this
right
up
now.
past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Alright. See if we can pull something
The
off.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And it's a pick six.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Drop it, kick, crank. What is it?
Okay.
I call it that.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will
almost
extend this
10
big
minutes
lead.
of game time.
This fielded at the 2.
Right,
and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 9, Smith complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
And I do.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
35 points in 8 minutes. Let's see it.
On the ready.
Let's see it.
Go, go.
From the 29, Smith.
That was my fault.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Oh, I don't know where that number 22
on 3rd
came
down,
from.
that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The former
Oh,
first-round pick Kareem Jackson there
He might be
defensively.
0-3 right now.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
5 touchdowns.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So he's going to be running it, and then he's going to be throwing it on the out routes. I'm calling it right
Denver
now.
offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
good job, Marl,
I
trying to strip that.
commentated
Good
on
job.
3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Okay, so you just brush your hair. Yay, it's my birthday today. Wait, what? Yeah, you can do everything by ourselves. Yay! Chocolate treasure, looking. Chocolate.
All right, we're just waiting. There we go.
It's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain of 6. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, you got deep?
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun. 33 wide.
They go with Howard again.
Oh my God.
He's got a 1st down and then some
We didn't
inside
even
the
blitz.
40. And he'll take it
Okay,
into the end
so we're just going to
zone
finish this
for a
game up
Denver score.
with the goal of scoring a
Jordan
touchdown.
Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game.
Is that Flacco?
The head coach
Is that
will add a
Flacco
4th
in?
phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
That's what we want. Touchdown, bro.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
On 2nd and a yard, Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Smith now to throw.
Oh, of course he drops it.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And picked.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Disgusting.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here.
It is Flacco. What the hell?
Further and further out of hand.
That's disrespectful.
They'll begin
I'm
the
losing
drive
so
with
hard
Howard.
Flacco's in.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On third down, it's Thompson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
We got that, wait. We got that, ready. Strong left, strong left.
On first down, it's Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Wait. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Wait. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And an alley to run. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face